Hi YouTubers, this is Veda Day 5, vlog every day in August, and it's August 5th, this is day 5, and I'm pretty sure that this time. If you are linked with SSS Veda, as I am, then the suggested topic for today was 5 things that motivate you, 5 things that you have passion for that motivate you. Right off the top of my head, number 1, my relationship with God, reading His Word, spending time in prayer. The Holy Spirit within me motivates me to do the right things and to follow His will. Not that I'm perfect at it, but it does motivate me probably more than anything else, or He does, and His Word. Number 2, my family, my husband especially, my daughter, my grandson, my mother, my sister. You know, all of my family, both close and extended family, motivate me simply because I want to do things that make them happy, and I like to do things that please them, and that motivates me. If I can go the extra, do just a little bit extra above and beyond what's expected for the people I love, that is definitely motivation. Number 3, music, definitely music. I use it to communicate with God. I use it to praise and worship and edify through music. I use it for, I listen to it, you know, on the radio, internet radio stations typically, but I listen to it, I play it, and it's always for a reason. It's never just to kill time. Well, I can't say never, but rarely. To kill time, it's either to speak what's in my heart in musical prayer, so to speak, or to work through something that's in my mind, or something. Of course, I play at church too, but that's all very motivating. My music is very motivating to me, whether I'm listening to it or playing it. That's 3 things. Probably 4 might be my cooking. It motivates me because I love to cook. I have a passion for cooking. I have a passion for shopping and for creating new dishes and for cooking low carb and healthy, and for pleasing the palates of my family and friends. That's definitely motivating to me, and enough so that I have a vlog for that too. Cheap, easy, low carb is my YouTube vlog. But yep, definitely cooking. 5th thing might be my pets. My pets are always, they motivate me to not be lazy, I guess. They need this or they need that, you know, they need care, they need whatever, but they need my attention more than anything probably, and so that motivates me to spend time that I would otherwise spend probably lazing about. So I'd say my pets motivate me, and I do have a passion for all 5 of those things. So that is the the suggestion for the day 5 of SSS Veda. For the rest of you, my day today was pretty normal for a Monday in summer. You know, phone rang all day, real steady. Kept me busy all day. After work, I played a little bit of keyboard, played a little bit on my keyboard, which I did record a little bit with my jazz phone, or my jazz camera. I will see if I can append it to the end of this. I don't know if Windows Movie Maker will let me take a tablet video and connect it with a that jazz camera video, because they're 2 different formats. But I don't know, maybe. I'll see. If it's at the end of this, if there's music at the end of this, then it worked. If not, no, it did not. But even if it didn't, you know, I could always upload it as a separate video, I guess. Let's see, my daughter came over for a few minutes very briefly to borrow our Suburban again, because she needed to move a few things or whatever, and so she has borrowed that, and we have her little car, her little SUV again. Speaking of our Suburban, today we took it into the shop to have it gone over, and this is the difference between serving God or living for Him and being His adopted child and not. Just one example of many, 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 many. We bought the Suburban, as you know. Before we went shopping, on that day, we had 3 vehicles picked out that we had eliminated a whole bunch of others and got it down to 3 because we only had one day to go look at them and shop. Why am I leaning forward like this? I don't know. Anyway, to go out and look and shop, and we only had the one day with my daughter's car. So before we left, we prayed that God would make it very, very, very clear, with no mistake, which vehicle would He want for us to buy, which vehicle, since He has the big plan that includes every little detail of our lives, including what we drive, for whatever reason, is part of His plan. That's where the trust and the faith comes in. Anyway, we both prayed that it would be very clear. We looked at the first 2 vehicles, and both of them were like, it would work, but not ideal. But when we got to the third one, instantly both of us knew. We both looked at each other and just said, this is it. This is the vehicle. There was no doubt. I mean, He made it very clear. He couldn't have made it clearer to both of us for confirmation. So we bought the vehicle. We've intended to take it to our mechanic, our local mechanic that we love. I mean, he does great work, and he's reasonably priced, and he's very honest. And so we take everything to Steve now. So we wanted to take it to Steve to, look it over and fix whatever needed fixing. And we knew that it needed something because it was noisy underneath, manifold something. I don't remember what it was called, but we knew it needed something. Today was the day we got an appointment, and my husband took it in there this morning. And as it turns out, coincidence of coincidences, I guess if you're not a Christian, it would just be a coincidence, or you would see it that way. Steve drives one. He drives a Suburban also, our mechanic does, which is very cool. What's even more cool is it's the same year as ours. What's even more cool is he has a special interest in Suburbans. We didn't know any of this before we went shopping for cars, but God did. He has a special interest in Suburbans, knows all about it, all the ins and outs, and everything about this model year and Suburbans in general. So he gave my husband quite a bit of information that we didn't have before. What we thought would be a couple to a few $100s to fix turned out to be $40 for a gasket or something or other that Steve fixed for us today. Of course, God knew that too. Steve apparently also has some spare Suburbans for parts that he keeps. So if we ever need parts, he's got them. Of course, God knew this. We didn't. We're in a really good place now, and I just can't imagine. I can't remember, since it's been 37 years, but I can't imagine, or I can't remember what life was like without trusting God to guide us and to lead us and to take care of us, meet all of our needs. Anyway, so that was just something that I thought was very cool from today, because it's such an obvious, glaring example of His care for us. Anyway, so that's Veda Day 5, and I guess that's it for tonight. I am going to go cook a piece of mystery meat that I found in the back of the freezer for my dinner, since my husband's having low-carb spaghetti, and I'm not a huge spaghetti fan, but he'll be eating it later. I want to go to bed earlier, and I don't dare eat within a couple hours of going to bed because of the stomach surgery I had previously. Anyway, I am hungry. I'm going to go cook this steak. I guess it's steak. I don't know if it's pork or beef yet, but it is some sort of steak, some form of steak. And I'm going to go fry it up and eat it for my dinner. And you have a good evening. If there's music after this, you know it worked. And if not, well, I'll upload it separately. It's just an off-the-cuff, last-minute type, hey, I think I'll record this while I'm playing, because I really like this song. And I did.